The source that you seek is in your hearts. Beloved children of this earth so gentle, that welcomes you in serenity and peace and stands today in delivering the divine source, for proper transformation into light. I come to you receive in love light, so they know that I am the light your hearts, nothing more. I am the voice of your divine center, tell you that nothing and no one can remove or inebriate what in you is essential. You are all love in light. Dear hearts, I ask you to briefly stop your activities and look around you. Envisage the multiplicity of beings in various forms and endless conditions, contemplate them. What I want here is that everyone can look at the manifestation of life in abundance and all the infinite possibilities of creation in manifestation, whether arising from the nature of the kingdom, or your own hands. And I say yet, all that part of your hand, comes this blessed nature, as our all integrated part of it, carrying everything as divine, everything is this miracle arising from the source or through the essentiality of what they call nature, to the manifestations resulting from your labors, of your daily activities, your intelligence of your mind and your emotions. And they ask me about the hardships through which they pass, the creations that promote and lead to low frequencies. If these actions are also coming from the source and whether they can be considered miracles. Yes, ask loved, feel me in you, to answer all your questions. Your inner voices lead you to one way, the truth, and I and you answer you. Nothing manifestation ceases to be miracles, when you used to continue this constant and continuous movement of life, and the energies of low frequency elicited by still dark imbalances of your journeys are manifested, is nothing more than these that ye serve in any way as a result and consequence, to see, feel and transform them through the light that you are, and this light always is in you all, dear children. Purge what no longer belonged to you and what does not serve you in these new times. Allow to emerge what was denied, assume that this path, many charges were accumulated in many illusions as lived realities. Experience a dual world is undoubtedly a great condition in strength and power. Let yourself blind to the awakening happens, is delivering the light that you are, therefore, new and know that sooner or later, which is not real will dissolve and dilute the light abundantly is in you, that it is confidence. Feel how are strong and powerful, confident and thoroughly assets while divine lights. So it is, dear. Your beloved earth, makes no exceptions, does not distinguish right from wrong, it does not hold for you just beauty, because everything and everyone welcomes and contains everything in love. Your beloved planet is the lap, the divine lap, which all hosts and all absorbing, with the assurance that everything returns to a single source of love and light wherever life is, and nothing that is inconsistent with this condition. Life is permanent, but rather ephemeral and fleeting, and it has a useful purpose for its elevation and therefore resigns himself acceptance and allows the flow of life to embrace, engage and fill it. See the seeds of all plant life, they allow themselves to be embraced by the land and allow their bodies to be hatched, transformed for the manifestation of the life to come. And so is every being in this beloved planet at that time. Perhaps many who are reading or listening to what I say, they are breaking out for the life to come, are allowing themselves to expunge and letting turn to be born, to be freed from the cloister to the lived moment, so that the divine light is exalted in the emergence. This new age is justified by the renewed lives. And all that in adversity glimpse, is nothing more than reactions to the cloudiness that are submitted, the duality that has subjected this experience, to discover as Mother Earth, who sustains you and you make up the bodies. Your earth you supports and accepts you as you are, and suffered from your actions and reactions to all adversity, all the conditions to which each of the subject, and yet you presents at various times with landscapes of joy and endless conditions to that inner lap continue to experience what they experience today. Because that earth is essentially light, divine creation, and allows you to renew, transform body and essence. And so I ask you to feel, look, observe and harvest in your divine heart, which it is permit. There is no pain that's sustained for a long time on this planet in light from now on, therefore, the word today is conjugated is love and so and nothing more, the gestures are and are of solidarity, and even in trials, so well held in your planet until your hands no longer need to be separated, until your hearts no longer need to be monitored and will be active and manifest in abundance of love, where there will be the egoic barricades, trapping what is natural and essential to them. That's right. There is nothing to hold your gear going forward, and there is nothing that can remove what is essential. Therefore, continue this march, listening to your heart and follow your steps, holding your actions with love, because only the individuality of each one know where to walk. And that is why we ask all of you, do not hold the hosts of the trial, did not close the bars of the criticism, as you said before and I now repeat, have each of your brethren, like seeds of a diverse flora, the decorating this planet and to fulfill the mission and were granted, because it is. Have themselves as the seed and everything in you learn to see how small or undeserving, is still distortion of dual eyes at experience. Your choices about what to do before life and emotions, which today experiential you are unique and wise when respect your hearts and your knowledge or no knowledge intimate. Just feel and are, forgetting then externally result but, why are you to determine those steps? And feel safe, trust your heart's wise, are and so do continue and respect your choices, love yourself, respecting them so. Imagine that communion of love that will experience plenty, in times already announced, is the center of a vast field, and you will come to this center. There will be around several paths, which are determined by your choices, and each knows his journey and emotions, so in the end there are the center, in union and communion of love with everyone. Everyone will be there, without exception, so there is no criticism or judgment that justifies whatever the choice. And much of what is here I say to you, you said and I grant you in love donation, knowing that each is divine light, each is part of this great light that communion is manifested and the joy overflows and reverberates, and to feel that greatness, feel it in me, be me this divine light, overflowing love in abundance. Even before many seemingly bad conditions and signs of time constraints, silence is incomprehensible, intense empty, adulterations information, deploying concern or doubt and unbelief, nothing will be as before, so we understand those moments in a way different than before they used to understand. Understand that to be born as a new flower, that the new earth will be welcome and light, it is necessary to the outbreak of the seed and the transformation of what is ephemeral and old, to the real, new and essential. And nothing that is outside, is causing your distress, and that today feed on your souls and feel, comes from within, comes from strings of other experiences, is still persistent and limiting beliefs of your steps further on this journey, learned as right and today already consegues understand the dictates of detachment and thus seek new sources of energy for you sustain the arduous paths, and the largest source, whom you should seek, as you know, is nothing more than your heart. In the face of anguish, your energies fall into often associating with others on the same wavelength, and the weight and wear become intense and apparently indissoluble, with respect to what they call difficulties and problems. Return to the axis, uphold in prayer, meditations, affirmations, seek new landscapes, fresh air, and there, I'll remind you who you are essentially, and so resume your balance. Our light, your love, and you are in communion of love with me, feel. Return to you and your resume forgotten inner forces, which now regain the exuberance for proper manifestation and realization of both waited, have done and are doing to happen in your life and your planet. I come to you now, accept these times, and come to you soften the hearts amid the many distortions in the way, to empty yourself, beloved children, feel more, to carry more in heart and soul. Your minds are overloaded and your hearts feed cravings sometimes meaningless, therefore, they are in tune with your thoughts. Silence and feel. There I am, and I call to you, that my voice, real condition, can speak to you to your loving ears. Believe what I tell you in the silence of your rooms, then, do it as a sign of love that we are in communion. I am with you and I cover you with my love. Love each other. I am Maria. Mother Mary.